I know about you. Want me to tell you why? Because I know a lot of people used to hang out in the strip club. They know you. I told y'all this bro from the strip club.
Do y'all remember the pseudo doctor, the relationship guru that got exposed on the Paul Pierce podcast? Well, she's getting exposed again, but this time is by Corey Holcomb. So she was on Paul Pierce podcast, and she essentially gave a little insight into her relationship. And everybody, after hearing what she had to say about her relationship, like disqualified her from ever going on another podcast again to give advice on relationships. Because she pretty much confessed she's in one of the most unhealthy relationships you could ever be in.
Oh, it's you. This is about you. You done flipped the script on us. We over here.
Verse uno.
Man, you sure did.
But it was good. It was
no, we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating, single. What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I'm dating.
Dating, but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years. We dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know what's going on now. We're going to take this sheep clothing off.
I have the wolf teeth coming out. No,
you was somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years. And yeah, I have spun the block for 5 years. And it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He just has some emotional maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me. And so we both had to work through things, but he's had to work on his emotions and his intense insecurities around being in a relationship.
And you've been waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
Just because of that,
you're waiting on that.
A relationship guru.
She lying. That dude don't exist. I said that in my last video about that. There's no man in the history of manhood that's been doing it to you for 5 years, and all of a sudden, but he begging for a relationship, and you telling him no, and he like, please, I just want to get closer. Trust me, he's perfectly fine wherever he is, or she lying.
Is admitting that she's in a relationship with a dude 9 years younger than her, who is emotionally unstable, who has been obsessed with her and wanting to be with her for the last 5 years, right? Who she says isn't ready to be with him, nor have any plans to be with him, but she's only going to him for the D. That relationship guru is telling people how to be in happy relationships where she's not even in one. Now, I thought that was crazy. I initially thought she's probably capping. Maybe she's the one that's going back to this dude and she still work, but she don't want to admit it because this boss babe culture, you got to be the one who's shark and you got to be the one with the options. But Corey Holcomb has an alternative theory. Corey Holcomb believes that she's lying about this story, but he also believes that she's lying about this story not for the reason that I think she's lying, but she's telling an alternative theory and creating a guy up who don't exist because she's hiding something else.
Then I thought I was just saying.
All her websites go to beg pages. She wants a donation.
You got to coin.
And you don't think she's paying to be on any of those shows?
Say that again, Craig.
You gotta coin beg pages.
No, Darlene, she don't have to pay to go on them shows. The lames want her to be on their show. For one reason or another. So she's been able to shine in front of people that are on the zip side of the game. And I know they're going to be mad at me, but what are you doing talking to a bitch or nothing? Now, there are women out here that have something to say. I put them on my show. I love a woman with elegance and knows how to conduct herself in a way that's respectable. You would feel stupid disrespecting them. But here's a bit who has disrespected every man I ever seen her in front of, including Paul Pierce in the beginning. She wasn't even on the show 5 minutes before she started being disrespectful to him and yicking it up.
But Paul, I love Paul.
With the other bro. No, Paul Pierce.
But he started to check her though. He definitely started to check her.
He tried to be a nice guy for a minute, but Paul Pierce is more street fortified than any of them niggas seen her talking to on the internet. So he was like, hold on, wait.
Right.
And he started talking to her. Like,
Calling her who she she is.
And she just hung herself because she didn't have an answer. She created an AI nigga and lied on him, and he ain't never did nothing to her. She created an AI individual, this so-called dude that she say exists.
Yeah, I don't believe her neither. I don't think it's no dude, but I think it's a dude that just hit it, and she probably wants something more serious, and he don't. But go ahead.
Dude don't exist. Y'all, for all the lames who don't know, that dude don't exist. She had a girl that she used to call her security. That's where her work is. And she ain't gonna talk about it. The streets told me a lot about this girl, and I ain't even been talking about it. The girl burned people clothes and everything. I know about you.
This will be the
Yo, this is all allegations, but I think I heard Tasha K say something about that too.
My favorite bulldagger. Hi, Dr. Bryant. How you doing? Yeah. So they say I look gay, but she is. The receipts are in the action. You have to ask yourself, like, when it comes to Dr. Bryant, she's the same one that called out Cam Newton and Nick Cannon and them for being narcissistic and toxic, having all these babies with different women, even though the women decided to have babies with them based on the financial status of the men. So we have...
Allegedly.
plot twist of the century. If we find out there's this evil maniacal guru who's a lesbian, but she's going from podcast to podcast on her platforms, telling women to leave their men because their men ain't doing nothing, and she's coaching women on how to deal with men or how to spot red flags in men or what exactly to tolerate or not tolerate from a man, and then come to find out she never dealt with a man. She's not dealing with a man. She's in a full-blown relationship with a woman, and she understands this, which is probably why she's hiding it or concealing it if this is true. She understands that she's no longer qualified to tell women how to be in a happy relationship with men if she's in a relationship with a woman, right? Now, Corey Holcomb will say that, her being a lesbian or bisexual isn't the only secret she's hiding. Corey will say that he knows people who used to deal with the strip club, and that this lady, Cheyenne Bryant, that she was actually in the strip clubs, which is why
she a booty popper?
Her entire profile, her history has all been scrubbed from the internet. Because if you really want to dig to find...
Yeah, I didn't really know that much about it, but I always thought she had a little bit of booty popper energy. Like when she I first saw her in like the Breakfast Club, I think, and I was like, okay. But I was like, oh, you a doctor, or so they say, allegedly.
Who this woman is, bro? Like there's old reality TV show clips where she's fighting and stuff like that,
right,
acting ratchet. But other than that, bro, you rarely see very few pictures of her from her past. You don't see archives. And you ask yourself, why do it feel like her entire identity has been erased from the internet? Outside of the last 5 years or something.
I know about you. Want me to tell you why? Because I know a lot of people used to hang out in the strip club. They know you. I told y'all this bro from the strip club. I told y'all. But everybody want to act like the big bad black man is talking crazy. In fact, I want to bring up the most awkward thing I went through was when I was at the radio in Atlanta. I was up there with this dude, I think his name was Ryan Cameron. He was caking for this broad so bad. And I tried to be nice because he's not qualified to talk to real people.
Right.
The man act like I was dogging the broad out, and I'm like, you don't even know this bitch. Bitch even got a history on the internet because she erased it. You don't see her coming up in school and doing all that. Lames don't think like that. You don't see back how she used to move. She erased it. She's an extortionist. She extort weak niggas for a living while sucking pussy.
Damn.
I dare somebody, I ain't got to say her name, we all know who it is. She extort the weak while sucking pussy. That's what she do. You ain't never been up against no me in no debate, because I do you worse than Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was a good guy. And while you and the other girl on Paul Pierce show, they was yucking, because women yuck with a no way shit.
This trend of gurus popping up out of nowhere to be an authority on a subject they got no business giving advice on isn't something that's rare. It's pretty common, to be honest. And what we'll see, a lot of these gurus will kind of erase their past, because usually things from their past don't really align with what is currently going on. Like, how can you give advice on how to be in a happy marriage when you was in a strip club and you're married to a woman? Now, Corey Holcomb don't even believe that she's a doctor. Like, Corey Holcomb believes she's a fraud across the board.
A lot of people don't believe she a doctor.
You know how many respectable women are out here in this world? And you can have respectable women that deserve to shine on your show, but no, y'all fuck it. These trap queens who perpetrate like they are a doctor. They're nothing. I have a doctor on my show. In fact, the doctor that come on my show it's easy to see her accreditation. It's online and everywhere else. It's a real doctor, not some woman who come from the strip club background, perpetrating, lying. That dude she talking about is AI.
What dude?
She said she in a relationship where she been getting bust down for 5 years. She got caught in a lie.
Oh, wow.
She got caught in a lie. First, she acted like she had multiple partners. Then she started.
She did say that.
Not only did she lie about this dude, she act like something was wrong with him.
Right.
You should have saw it. I was like, she is creating a scenario where a man that's AI is not got his shit together. It's scary. People let people like that sit next to them and talk.